What is up, guys? It is Silver here and welcome to the FIFA 13 career mode series. We're currently in season 2. This is episode 48 and we are playing with Chelsea at the moment, as you can see. And we're going for the squad report, and you can see that most of the players have risen, have improved in the last month and a bit, 2 months nearly, that I've been with the club. So that's all good. I just quickly want to take a minute here just to talk about Di Matteo in real life. After following the 3-0 defeat from last night, well, 2 nights ago, as you're watching this, it will be uploaded tomorrow. Di Matteo got sacked, and I don't think that was the right idea at all. I don't think he should have been sacked. He just had a few unlucky results in the past month, but we had good wins in there against Manchester United, against Shakhtar Donetsk, and we were still pretty much in just as strong as a position in the league. Maybe not as strong, we were first, obviously, but that's for no fault of his own. I think Sturridge missing a few chances at the weekend, especially, really bugged him out. But, that's not what we're here about, I just wanted to say that I don't think it was the right idea, but we'll see what happens with the club in the future. But anyway, this is a little bit of a roundup episode. It's going to be a nice little long one, 8 minutes or so. And as you can see, we are currently second in the league. We are with 51 points, one behind Spurs, who are, of course, the league leaders. And hopefully we should be able to catch them up and overtake them and take control of the league again in the coming moments, coming weeks and months even. But we also look into the Champions League group stages. You can see that Chelsea actually finished second alongside Barcelona. I wish that would happen in real life. Unfortunately, I wasn't managing Chelsea at the time, so the group stages had nothing to do with me. But what does have stuff to do with me is that the fact that we won 1-0 in our first game with Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. As you can see, there are some results from all around. Man City drawing with Porto, Spurs drawing with Atletico Madrid. Whoever that team is beating United 1-0. I don't even know their badge. I do apologise. But anyway, we move on swiftly and sharply to the gameplay for this episode, and we are very much in a Merseyside episode with Everton in the league, and then the Liverpool game, a quarter-final game in the FA Cup, is nothing to underestimate really, and I'm sure Liverpool will be trying all out hard. But anyway, finally onto the gameplay after a couple of minutes of talking. Let's get straight into this. This is episode 48, like I've already said, and we go in with Sturridge up front, leading the attack. Behind him, Hazard, Mata, and Moses, all rotating around in there, moving around, never standing still. That's what we want, and that's what we like to see as well. Eden Hazard in the 6th minute, just peacefully breaking through. I say peacefully because he was so far ahead of the defender, there was no chance of him catching him. And a nice little finesse finish into the bottom corner. Shame he couldn't do that on Tuesday against Juventus, but nevertheless, we carried on attacking in the first half, and it was not long before we had another chance through that man there. And eventually Sturridge again went for the finesse in the top left corner, but unfortunately for them, unfortunately for us, fortunately for them, they didn't manage to. We didn't manage to score, but we did when Eden Hazard again did very well to stay onside. In the 26th minute, put it away to make it 2-0. They had their first chance there, but it was offside, luckily. But it was about time for Everton to start coming into the match. They forced us to clear the ball a couple of times with our heads. After all, they were trying to find Jelavic and Fellaini in the middle, who do have very superior strength and ability in the air, especially here, Fellaini. But what a shit goal to concede. Gary Cahill scores an own goal after about 5 minutes of Everton attacking, in-game attacking. Cahill eventually just tries to chip it over. That was a perfectly executed finish, I just want to say. I definitely did press the wrong buttons on the controller there, but unfortunately they score through our mistakes, not for anything they have done well. And I tell you what, if Sturridge had fired that across the face of the box to Moses, it probably would have been 3-1 and the game would have been put to bed. But as it was, I brought on John Obi Mikel instead of Eden Hazard to secure the middle. I felt that Everton were getting into the game a little bit too more, and definitely did offer some dominance in the midfield. And Mikel here, you see, even got forwards and provided Sturridge with the assist that eventually led to the goal at the second time of asking. And Danny Sturridge grabs his next goal for the club. He has been scoring left, right and centre in the last couple of episodes. Really good play from him all around, and really good play from the team all around as well. But that does put the game to bed in the last few minutes of it. We take a 3-1 lead, and we're not going to give that up, are we? Definitely a fuck up at the back there with Gary Cahill. Scoring an own goal, I don't know how, but it was 3-1 to us, which means that we do get the 3 points that we need in the league. But as you can see, I am preparing the Portuguese squad, and I'm actually just going to switch things around a little bit. Hugo Vieira, I think, coming off or off, as in, not in the team for Quaresma, who replaces him. And I like to keep my right wings and left wings very fluid in the Portuguese team, because I think that we need some pace in the wings and a big, strong striker and fast, if possible, to hold the ball up in the middle. But you see that I have just over 4 million, and the scout cost me just under 4 million. And Will Butland will be joining our youth academy. Up till that point, I hadn't even thought of youth academies. I knew I wasn't going to stay very long at Southampton, but I'm not sure about this one. By the way, Fernando Torres is the player of the month. If you just happen to miss it there, I do apologise. But anyway, we're moving to the FA Cup match against Liverpool. There's the lineups, as you can see. I just want to quickly say, I'll finish what I was saying, is that with Chelsea, I'm thinking of staying a little bit longer, so obviously I'm just going to look into the scouting networks, and they cost so much, but they could get me the next Messi, the next Ronaldinho. In fairness, Oscar's going to be the next Ronaldinho, but nevertheless, you see Liverpool started off very well here. In the first opening 20 minutes, they had most of the play. Joe Allen even striving forward here, and really he held on to the ball for far too long, eventually getting the tackle in. Mikel and Ramirez fucking up in the middle there, but we did manage to get the ball clear. And it wasn't for a while that we had our first attack. First shot on goal was in the 30th minute from Torres, a very accurate shot, but the keeper got down well to save it before he was played in beautifully, right on the stroke of half time. Nope, I lied. Right into the second half straight away. He takes a touch to take it out of his feet and then just slides it under the diving hand of the keeper. And Ramirez there with a shot was never really going to go in, and Danny Sturridge was never going to get his head to it after the rebound. But you see here that we were kind of dominating in the game a little bit, and we actually hit the bar from a corner. Moses there, I think, jumping higher than all of the defenders, which is nice to see. But in the end, it was 1-0 at full time. Pretty uneventful game, if I want to say the least. Very possession based and very tactically based as well. But anyway, here's the next stage of the FA Cup after our victory, and as you can see, we beat Liverpool 1-0. We may be playing Southampton, we may be playing Man United, or we may be playing Man City in the next round. I don't really understand how this tournament tree thing works, but we never seem to be playing the team who we should be. As you see here in just a minute, I think I do show you this episode who we're playing, but if not, I'm not going to give it away. We do come across some bad news, guys. Eden Hazard has suffered a hyperextended knee injury. He will be out for about a month, which is a little bit of a bummer. He will miss some very important games, but we have Juan Mata, who after reading some of the speculation in the media, he's asking me to give him another chance to prove that he's the best man for the job, which I never doubted in the first place. I don't understand why it's getting to his head that I think he's not. He's my very best player alongside Eden Hazard and Torres up front. And Will Butland is in, just to say that. But then look at this, guys. All of our players practically in the first team are leaving for national squad duty. That's always nice to see. But we will be going for some transfers just really quickly. Not transfers. Sorry, I totally got the wrong thing there. Scouting networks. That's it. I'm gonna set Will Butland out for 9 months, as long as possible, to find any type of player. He's good. I trust him. 4-star judgment, 4-star experience, all good. And yeah, hopefully, next episode we can build on this. We are still second. Spurs also won their game, and nothing's much changed in the league. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. It's been a little bit of a catch-up episode, taking the pace a little bit slower, and we'll be back to the normal high-tech stuff, high-paced stuff next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.